Aidan O'Brien, a great relief or a great performance, or a bit of both?
Yeah, no, listen, great relief, great performance. Delighted, Bruce, delighted for the horse. Listen, like we knew we were running out of time, and listen, I'm just so delighted that he's came back and shown everybody in this part of the world what he was down in Australia. And listen, all I can say, I'm sorry, I overtrained him, probably worked him too long, too hard, too often, and obviously listen to Bart and everybody in Australia of what they used to do and the way they used to train him, and listen, the horse totally changed. I was working him too much for stamina instead of for speed, and listen, I was probably murdering the horse, taking his ability away instead of letting him be natural. So listen, delighted. Joseph knew what way he wanted to ride him, and he was the same. He very much wanted to ride him for pace, but like delighted and grateful to everybody for everything they said and all the information that we were given, and just delighted for the horse now that he's came back to what he was down your part of the world.
Did you feel any pressure going into today, knowing that you'd changed things around with him?
No pressure really, Bruce, but we knew that we hadn't much time left, and I was being disappointed for the horse really. Like we knew the last day that he kicked into the straight, and we knew that something had changed when you see the other jockey standing up straight away behind him. Like there was obviously something different after happening, and his work had got very sharp and very quick, and obviously looking forward to today. And we knew it was a big feat, on a big day here, and we knew he had a chance of showing it if it had come back what was there. So listen, I'm delighted really.
He came to you with a glittering CV back from Australia, and you were in awe of him when you first saw him as an animal. Did you feel as though you had to prove him as good as he was?
Oh, absolutely, Bruce. But we done everything wrong with him. We cut his mane. We done everything. So as you see, we went so far as letting his mane even grow. So to try and not to change the way he was, and left him be as natural and try and produce him the way he was when you had him, and that was what we did today. So and listen, delighted really.
What do you think of him as a horse, and long term now as a stallion prospect working with him?
Actually, there's no doubt, Bruce, he's a great horse. He's a great presence, a great traveller, he's a great quickener, and like I can see why he became a kind of a mystical figure down your part of the world very quick. He's an unbelievable presence, and like I said, great traveller and great turn of pace. He's great mind. We've gone very relaxed and mature now, so listen, it's a little bit of a pity for us that we won't have him for longer, but listen, that's the way. But I'm just grateful that he showed everybody this part of the world what he was showing down in your part of the world day in, day out.
Is that a bit frustrating for you, the fact that he's going to stud now when you've finally got him right and you've got a handle on him and you know what he can achieve? I know it's all business, but...
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, I'm like, obviously it always is, Bruce, when all these horses do go off the stud, like our job is to train them, and like everyone does a great job with them at home, works day in, day out, works morning, noon and night very hard to get them to the pitch that they're at, and it is always harder to go to stud, but we know that the horses have to go to stud to keep the business rolling, so that means business keeps rolling, that we all stay in jobs and the whole thing keeps going. No, but that's the reality, Bruce. So like it's listen, like we're just grateful to have him for the length of time that we have him, and learn from each horse. It's a great experience.
We'll see him again. Of course, you'd like to see him go out top of his game in the Eclipse.
Actually, listen, obviously, I don't know how much higher he can go than he is today, but listen, obviously maybe he can, and listen, if the lads decide to run him in the Eclipse, like we really look forward to that.
Great week for racing, Frank, all on first day, so you think today, and Black Caviar to look forward to. It's an exciting time this year, isn't it?
Absolutely, it was great to be part of it, and great to be here to be part of it.
The Aussies been hard on you, do you think?
No, obviously they listen. People in Australia are very sporting people and very sport orientated, and like to get the best out of people, they have to be critical, and like that's what makes people improve. And like nobody likes reading criticism, but always take it very constructively. Because if you want to improve and want to get better, you have to be prepared to accept it, and when you're doing wrong, to hold up your hands and say you're doing wrong, and learn and improve and go on from it.
I think someone mischievously said to you in there, if the owners of Black Caviar said, Aidan, will send the horse up to you, see if you can make this 23 straight further.
No, listen, absolutely. Listen, I'm really looking forward to see it, but I don't think there's any trainer in the world, anywhere, any day, could do a better job than himself is doing on her, you know. So it's just incredible to watch it and be part of it, and to be here to be part of it on Saturday, you know what I mean. But listen, it's just an absolute credit to him. I take my hat off them.
Great congratulations to you today, and obviously a proud father as well with Joseph, first Group 1 at Royal Ascot.
Thanks, Bruce, a pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
Well, Joseph O'Brien, a great season for you so far, but to come to the Royal meeting and win your first Group 1 with your father on a great Australian horse, and so you think, well done, you must be proud.
Yeah, thank you. So I think he's a great horse, and he showed today the horse that he is. He came from Australia with a massive reputation, and after Dubai, they sat down and they changed a few little things with him at home, and he showed today the exceptional horse that he is.
Everyone says at home at Ballydoyle he's been showing you things that only the super horses do. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, and he showed the world today that what he can do.
Tactically today, you were very positive on him, and you can be. He's got a few gears to get through, hasn't he?
He's very relaxed and uncomplicated, and he's a great turn of foot, so keep things very uncomplicated with him, and he showed today the horse that he is.
Looked as though Ryan Moore got near you on the inside, but I like the way he dug deep, he challenged, and he had a decisive margin on the line.
Yes, that horse was quickened up nicely. He got a bit of run through the inside, I just had to come around horses. As soon as I think saw him, he eyeballed him and put his head down, and he was never going to get past me.
It's been a great thrill when you get on his back and you know there's a big engine in that motor there.
Yeah, to ride a horse like him it's a dream come true, and he's so much class and pace and action, and he's so big and strong. He's just he's a joy to ride.
He's got a great swagger about him, hasn't he? A presence about him, hasn't he? That a future stallion, which is what Coolmore's all about, of course, just need.
He's a great presence and great walk and action, and you couldn't follow his look, so he's an exceptional horse.
And you must be proud of what you've achieved this year, so young in your career. You couldn't have dreamed of a better season.
No, I've had a great year, and I've been very lucky to ride some great horses, and I owe a big thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Magnier, Mr. and Mrs. Tabor, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith for giving me some excellent opportunities.
It's great faith by them. I mean, just because you're Aidan's son doesn't mean you're entitled to these rides, does it?
I've been very lucky to get to sit on some of the best horses in the world, and just like so I think, so I owe a big thanks to them.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Well, Tom Magnier, obviously a fantastic result today for So You Think on the racetrack, and for the future that comes for him.
Listen, that's the horse that we all remember. That's the horse that we've been seeing at home, and it's great to have him back now. You know what I mean?
Was it more a relief today, or was it more a crowning piece of glory in his great career? 10 Group 1s.
Listen, 10 Group 1s is an amazing feat by any horse, but he's been working like that at home, and Aidan's been very confident the whole way that this horse, was going very, very well, and he was our top pick for the week.
Did he need to win today, Tom, just to get the doubters off his back and just cement a big future for him?
Listen, I think there was a lot of people who knew the ability he had, and listen, he still did well. He won 4 Group 1s, but listen, I'd say there's very little doubters now.
No, you wouldn't think so, because he's done it in both hemispheres, as you say. 4 Group 1s up here, and the great record back home in Australia. Sets himself up for a couple more starts and then back to stud in Australia.
Yeah, he'll run in the Eclipse, and then he'll go into quarantine and back to stud, and the Eclipse is going to be the finale, and it'll be a great day out. But there's a lot of very exciting mares going to So You Think, and I'd say there's a few more that will be ringing in the morning. So listen, we're delighted.
With people knowing he's going to start at Coolmore, has there been a high interest level in trying to get in now?
Yeah, there has. There's been a lot of interest in the horse. Listen, we all saw him today. The quality, the presence, the action. He ticks all the boxes for a stallion. So listen, all the judges are on him anyway.
He looked the part today too. He looked like the So You Think of old. He always looks a handsome horse, but today the mane was back. There's a bit of swagger about him today.
Yeah, Aidan was saying he looks like a horse that you see galloping down the beach, but listen, he's just very good looking, and I think he caught the eye of a lot of people at the races today. And listen, it's a great day for Australia and New Zealand. For sure. Over
the time that Aidan's had the horse, he now said he's made a few mistakes with the horse, but I suppose all that's behind you now.
Listen, I'd say he did make a mistake today anyway.
No, fantastic. Good luck with him, Tom.
Listen, Bruce, thanks very much.